Hi guys, thank you for watching. Welcome to this video and to my channel, of course, if you're new here. My name's Debbie if you don't know me. So a while back I did a video which was a tag that was started by my friend Annette from Annette's Makeup Corner, which was if I could only keep 10 eyeshadow palettes, and we had to go through extensive collections because most of us being YouTubers have got a lot of palettes. I've got around about 175 I think. And I had to narrow it down to if I could only keep 10, which would they be? And I filmed mine in collab with my friend Betty Jean Bean, and I'll link that video up in the cards for you, and I'll link Annette's channel for you if you want to check out those videos. But today's video is not going to be about eyeshadow palettes, as you know from the title. I thought it might be fun to narrow it down to if I could only keep 10 lipsticks, because if you've been here before, you'll know that lipsticks are a huge part of what I do on my channel and how I create my looks. I don't tend to go for nude lips very often. I go for quite dramatic lips, and I really feel that lips are like the icing on the cake of your look. I always feel like, you know, when I finish my look, I go off camera, finish the eye look on camera, go off camera, come back, and I feel like I'm transformed by the lips. So I don't know if anyone's done this before. If they have, I've had a little search. I couldn't find anyone that's done it. So I hope I'm not stealing anyone's concept here. And if I am, I apologise. But that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to show you the 10 lipsticks that I would keep if I could only keep 10. Now, I've probably got around about 100 lipsticks, probably a few more. I've not actually counted them. It's got to be at least 100. So it's not an easy task to narrow down to 10, because as I say, I like a variety of different colours. I think if you like just nudes it might be easier, although people that love nudes can appreciate all the different tones of nude and probably still would struggle to do this. So if you've got a channel, I tag you to do it. I'd love to see other people's, but without further ado, I'm going to get on to mine and why I've chosen them. So I'm going to start with the very first one, and this lipstick as featured on my channel No End, and it had to be in my collection, and it's one by Jeffree Star. It's one of the bullet lipsticks by him, and it's the only bullet lipstick from him to feature in the 10. But I love this lipstick. If you've been around here for a while, you might know. See if you can guess, like mentally guess which one it's going to be. But these have all been used, so the bullet doesn't look pretty. But this is Popsicle Dream, and it's just the most perfect purple shade. I'm going to swatch them all out on the back of my hand so that we've got them all by the end. But that's Popsicle Dream, and oh my god, it is such a beautiful shade of purple. I think it's discontinued now, which makes me super sad, because this is my summer lipstick of choice. It goes with all of the pastel-y kind of looks that I'll ever want to do. It goes great with the Jawbreaker palette. So if it is discontinued, that's such a shame because it's beautiful. But that's Popsicle Dream. So also in the purpley kind of sphere is my second pick, and this one's by Anastasia Beverly Hills, one of their bullet lipsticks, and it's the shade Dusty Mauve. So it's a cool toned mauvey shade, as the name suggests. So that's the bullet for that one. Again, you can see I've used the hell out of it. I haven't got that much of it left. And that's the shade for that one, and I love it because it's cool toned mauve, kind of neutral. It'll go really well with blue or with like purpley eye looks, I think, or even with neutrals, but has that cool tone kind of vibe to it. I like Anastasia lipsticks. They are on the drying side, both the liquid lips and the bullet lipsticks are, but that shade I just gravitate towards all the time. Probably got about 10 of the bullet lipsticks and probably at least 30 of the liquid lipsticks, so they are one of my favourites in my collection, so it's very difficult to narrow it down, but that one stands out because I use that one a lot. Okay, last one in the purples, and this is by Anastasia, and this is the shade Vintage. So we're moving sort of into more of a bright sort of hot pink purple with this one, but the name sums it up really well, Vintage. I always feel sort of classic kind of pin-up girl when I wear this one, and you would think reds would make you feel that way, but this makes you feel like that you've got that sort of vintage vibe. Well, that's that one swatched out. Not the best swatch in the world, but that's that one swatched out. And as I say, Just love it for that sort of purple, bright but vintage kind of vibe. And again, I've used that one quite a few times on my channel. So I've got enough purples now because I'm only going to be able to keep 10 lipsticks. I've got to make sure I can balance everything and make sure that I can do every look that I want to do. And I have to say, some of these aren't my absolute favourites in my collection. It's just because if I'm only keeping 10, I've got to be able to match them to all the looks that I want to be able to do. So moving on to the next one then. I feel like I need a sort of warm tone orangey kind of vibe. And I went backwards and forwards on this. Do I choose Pumpkin Pie by Jeffree Star, which is also a favourite, or do I choose this one, which I did eventually choose, which is Campfire by Dose of Colours. But this one won out because it's not quite as bright orange, and I think for autumnal looks this would be perfect. So very, very comfortable formula as well from Dose of Colours. But it's just got that caramelly warmth to it without being too orange. So I think that will make it more versatile to go with both orangey tones, neutral tones, any sort of warm orangey look really. But then I couldn't leave this one out because I was looking at it and I was like, I've already got a warm tone, but this one's unique. So the next one up is by Menagerie Cosmetics, and this one is Leo. And this one's just such a unique tone and probably the best formula of liquid lipstick I've tried in a long, long time. So if I was only going to be able to keep 10, this one had to be there. I would wear this with any warm toned neutrals, with orange eye looks. I've even worn it with green eye looks as well. It just goes with so many looks and is such a unique tone, and I'll show you when it's swatched out what I mean if you're not familiar. Also love the doe foots on these, nice skinny doe foot, a bit like the Anastasia ones. I think I was having a chat with one of you about not liking furry doe foots, and it kind of freaks me out when they're too furry. So this one's not too furry either, it's a very good doe foot on that one. But that's the shade of that one. It's almost got a sort of pukey brown kind of tone to it, but so different from Campfire as you can see. And as I say, goes with green eye looks, gold eye looks, warm tone brown eye looks. It goes with so many things, but changes up the kind of look as well. So that's my first 5, and these aren't in any order of preference as such. I'm just grabbing them as I go. Okay, if you've been here for any length of time, what shade of lipstick is my favourite? It's red, of course. So this was really, really difficult. So it was a toss-up between American Doll by Anastasia and the one I eventually did pick. But I decided to go for this. It's a Studded Kiss and it's the shade Hexagram. And those two, honestly, are my 2 favourite reds in my collection. So it was, you know, I had to just choose one or the other. And I think this one's just a bit more comfortable to wear and a bit more deeper in tone, a bit more sort of gothy vibes if I wanted to lean more that way, which I do like to do with my makeup looks sometimes. It's just the perfect tone of red, and that's it swatched out there. But the Studded Kiss formula is so nice. I love the taste of the lipsticks. They're kind of like a candy sort of taste, and they last pretty well on the lips. They're really comfortable. And as I say, that shade, it's just, it'll lean romantic if you're doing sort of a softer, more corally sort of look. You can make it look sort of Snow White vibes, and you can make it look gothy kind of vibes. So it leans different ways with the undertone that it's got, and I just really love that lipstick, and I've used it a lot. Talking of more gothy kind of style makeup, which, you know, you can see by the look I'm wearing now, I'm not really into, you know, fade into the background eye looks. I do like my quite dramatic and bold lips and eyes together, and I do like a statement lip, and I thought, do I want a black in my collection of 10? But then I don't wear black all that much, but I thought I've got to have something that's bold, dramatic and dark. So I decided on this one, which is Susie by NARS, and it came out as part of their holiday collection 2018. I've got this one and I've got Nancy, and they were sort of a punk vibe when these came out, so I had to get them both. But I think this one's got the edge because it's less black, so it's a little bit more wearable while still being really vampy and dark. So that's the shade on that one. So it's sort of a black and burgundy sort of shade. Super pretty, but really intense and dramatic. I haven't worn that one on camera much, I don't think, so I feel the need to bust that one out soon and show you just how gorgeous it is. Okay, we're down to 3 left then, and I thought, what am I missing now? So I've chosen those ones and I was like, what else do I need to make sure I can do every look that I want to do? Because I don't really like candy pink lips, I don't like anything too like bright on my lips normally, but this one has got something different about it, and it's Cherry Wet by Jeffree Star, so one of the velour liquid lips. It was from the Thirsty collection whenever that came out. I think we're talking summer 2018. It's still good, it still works fine, but it's a strawberry red pink, I would say. It's kind of between this one and Watermelon Soda, but that one's so in your face. I think this one is a bit more wearable. So that's that one there, Cherry Wet. Beautiful lipstick. So we're down to 2 left. So this one is such a unique colour and such a great formula. The next one I'm going to show you. It's by Melt, and it's the only lipstick I own by them, but I really want to get some more. And I've only recently worn it in a video, so see if I can remember which video I used it in. I can't remember which video it was, but I'll link it up in the cards for you. Actually, I think it was the video I did with the Afrique palette, so I'll show you what it looks like in that video. But the reason I've chosen it is because it's just unlike any other colour that I own. It's like a greyy sort of browny nudie colour, but just really changes up a look in such a way. It goes really well with greens and grungy kind of looks, and I love a grungy blown out lower lash line, and it really like pulls out the browns and greens in that. Yeah, it was the Afrique video because that's the look I did there. I don't know, it's just so unique. I'll just have to show you it. So that's Old Fashioned, super pretty, and really, really nice formula from Melt as well. So, I've got no gloss, so I thought probably need something glossy for days when I'm doing a bit of a no makeup day, like in the middle of the summer, or if I'm on holiday, just want to swipe something on and go, or I'm going out for dinner and I don't want to be worrying about these dark lipsticks kind of wearing in the middle or give me a strange kind of look by the end and having to keep reapplying, etc. I'm not really a gloss girl. Like if I was going to have to narrow it down to just 10 lipsticks, I'm like, how much would I use a gloss? But I still wanted something glossy and kind of nude and neutral. So this one fit the bill in the end. So this is Pink Opal by Linda Hallberg. It's one of the Fantastic lipsticks. I love this one. Well, I love all of the Fantastic lipsticks because they're on a slant, so they're so easy to apply. This one is a nude, but is very, very a glossy sort of formula. So it's kind of barely there, your lips but better kind of vibe to it. And that's that one at the top there. So I think, although it looks really sort of that I've got lots of reds, pinks and purples, I think I've got enough nudes in my, or nudish tones in there, orangey tones. I've got enough different varieties to do all the looks that I like to do. But this was super difficult. There's so many more I would like to have included. I mean, I've just bought Russian Red by MAC, that's amazing. I've got some beautiful metallic lips from Anastasia that are gorgeous. But I'm just thinking day to day to do the sort of looks that say, Debbie, what would I need? And these are the 10. So it's been super fun to try and break it down. It's taken me a while to decide on them, and it's not the easiest one to do. But I'd love it if you've got a channel, if you would give it a go and let me know what are your 10. And if you don't have a channel, please comment down below just one lipstick that you would have to have in your 10. because it would be nice for us to share some of these must-haves and to learn from each other what are great lipsticks to add to our collections, and maybe why as well. What do you wear them with? Why do you like them so much? But if you've watched all the way to the end, thank you so much. Drop a lipstick emoji down in the comments if you've made it this far. And as I say, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I hope you're having a lovely day or night wherever you are, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye guys.